allows people and groups to work together to achieve a common goal or derive mutual benefits. It exists on many levels and takes place between individuals and organizations, as well as between states and countries. Here are several benefits: bonding, support, and playfulness. It's hard to maintain positive feelings about someone who's trying to make you lose your cooperation. Teamwork and shared decision making is a benefit of cooperation. Openness, trust, and safety. Self-worth and personal power happen when you cooperate. Now let's talk a little bit more about I want to talk to you a little bit more about leadership, because if we're good leaders, we can make a good team, but that happens when leaders cooperate. So leadership is the act of being a group of people in an organization, like SunnySide Farms. Leadership is a process of social influence which maximizes the efforts of others towards the achievement of a goal. 5 essential leadership skills and practices are self-development, team development, strategic thinking and acting, ethical practice and civic mindfulness, and innovation. Wow, if I were creative, would I be a good leader? Probably. Unless I kind of got off track, that might be a little much. 5 qualities of being effective leaders are: they are self-aware and prioritize personal development. A good leader focuses on developing others. They encourage strategic thinking and innovation and action. They are ethical and civic-minded, and they practice effective cross-cultural communication. I think some of those things happen on a regular basis at SunnySide Farms. We have a whole tier of different levels of leaders here who all work together to cooperate to have an end goal, which we meet every single day. I think I have 3 really amazing leaders here for you to enjoy today. I'll let them introduce themselves. Thanks for tuning in. See you in a while.
Hi! Welcome back to SunnySide Live!
I'm Ivy.
I'm Shelby. And I'm Sahara. And today we are going to be talking about leadership and
Cooperation.
so today, as you can kind of see, we have the bunny friends and the chicken friends. The bunnies are kind of hiding right there. But,
Got Tuna, Fish, and Moana.
and Kai and Lonnie. So, these bunnies and these chickens don't really hang out that much. So they kind of don't really know what to do around each other. And that's why you can kind of tell that they're off in their own little groups and they're kind of hanging out. But right now they're kind of cooperating because they're both like staying a little bit away, but sometimes they do interact. And when they do interact, it's kind of funny. But I would also like to add, they actually both have their houses right by each other. The bunny barn's here, and the chicken little thing is right here. So basically, there is an opening where the chickens can go in the bunny barn, but they never go in, and the bunnies never go out. So they really don't cooperate that much. But today, we also are going to have an act, so don't you think we should get started on that? I think so, too. All right, let's do it!
Let's do it.
So here at the farm, me, Ivy, and Shelby are all leaders in learning. And leaders in learning pretty much just help out with the kids and like help them understand animals in a little bit of ways. And Ivy's kind of the chicken lady, and me and Shelby are kind of the bunny people. So yeah, go ahead. So yeah, we're doing a little. Yeah. All right.
Well, you're kind of frightening the chicken there.
What do you mean?
All birds have a flight zone where if you get too close, then you go run or hide.
Okay, thank you.
You're also
going to want to avoid their tail when you can. Oh, sorry. It kind of scares them a little bit, and also you can hurt them if they try to run away and they're holding their tail. How do I hold them?
You put your hands on their side and hold down
Like
their
this?
wings. Yeah, and hold down their wings.
Right. Put it in my chest, right?
Yeah.
When do you want me to put it down?
Put it down whenever. You just have to hold their wings.
best leaders ever.
Doesn't look like
Yeah, in that situation, the chicken wasn't really cooperating on being set down.
Not at all.
Right.
Wow.
So as you guys just saw, Ivy and Sahara were both being leaders and helping me out with holding the chicken. And as you guys saw, the chicken was not cooperating with me. No. But us leaders have to cooperate with each other to focus on all the kids and just kind of everything.
Yeah, and taking care of what they need. Like if they're thirsty, we're gonna go help them get their water bottle because sometimes it gets really hot out here, and having a good source of water is definitely very important. Sometimes it gets a little chaotic around here. But
Yeah, every day is an adventure.
And another thing is, bunnies are hiding, but they also sometimes do not like to be held, and that is a big part of cooperation with them because, as you can tell, one second, little Kai here has just been laying here all day, so you kind of want to cooperate with her. If she doesn't run up, if she was squirming around, you don't have to pick her up because that usually means they're stressed. But if they're not, you can be a good leader and hand them to your little camper. So you would want to be very careful as a leader, and you would just lightly give it to them and be cooperative with the children. Like if they don't want to hold them, don't make them hold them.
Yeah.
Because some kids are scared of rabbits or chickens.
Yeah,
I know.
But usually they're pretty open to holding them.
yeah. And I think that is our little part.
Yeah.
So I think we should pass you on to Chris.
Yeah, another great farm fresh.
So yeah, we'll see you later. Bye.
Oh, hello, friends. It's me again. I don't know. That group is going to be really hard to follow. They cooperate so well, and they're such wonderful leaders. It's going to be really hard for me. I don't know if you noticed the many flags that we have around today. We are talking about cooperation, leadership, and that really is important when we're talking like about our team SunnySide here, because we need to cooperate to become a team. And you know, individuals, we all come together. You know, another one of those words that we started with, that togetherness. So when you think about all of the words that we have practiced and used during SunnySide Live, our show, today they're really important because they kind of all come together. Togetherness, nurturing, kindness, sharing, empathy, and again, today with cooperation and leadership. And we have many different leaders, as the girls were talking. My job here, I am on the board of directors, and I volunteer on Wednesdays and do this live show. I also come and help when I can. This year was a little bit different because I hurt myself doing something that was not very cooperating. But hopefully next year it will be very different. But I want to talk about our main leader, Miss Wendy. She has so many skills that she shares and teaches with all of us here on the farm. You know, she has many groups of children, young adults that come, and she shares and teaches them how to become themselves leaders, and also in that process, how you cooperate with each other. So it's really important to, you know, when doing activities, to have one main leader, and for us here at SunnySide, that's our Wendy. So thank you for all you do here on SunnySide and for getting us together and being our main leader. Now I'm going to turn it over to Michelle, who has our goats today. It's really windy, so please pay attention and we will try our best to talk really loud today. Bye-bye.
I'm Michelle, and this is Hannah, and this is Mo. Like Sunny said, we are here talking about cooperation and leadership. And I find that these two goats are really good examples of cooperation because they are siblings. They were born at the same time from the same litter, so they literally cannot be separated, otherwise they would not be cooperative. So they cooperate with each other very well. They share everything, and they really know how to live together, and that's something that everybody can learn. And honestly, I wish I could have brought out the entire tribe, which is what we call herds of goats or trips. And I wish but it would have been really hard to have 5 goats at once. So, but I would like to talk a little bit about all of them. In each tribe there is a leader, which is usually a female, except for when they're mating. And our leader is Izzy, who is considered the grandmother of the herd. And she is there to make sure that everybody cooperates and shares and make sure everybody is safe. So, but our tribe is so tight-knit that whenever we take one out, the others make like a lot of noise, pretty much protesting until the one goat gets back, which is a sign that they are very cooperative and very protective of one another and loving. And honestly, and Izzy is like especially is very protective of all of them. She likes to make sure that they have like enough to eat and everything, and she happily, even though she's not blood related to any of them, she pretty much like basically adopts them, everybody who comes into her herd. And like I said before, most leaders of goat tribes are females, and when you have more than one female, that can be grounds for conflict over who gets to be the queen of the tribe, which is what they call the leader, the queen. And here we have 3 females, and we are very lucky that they do not fight for authority, which is very good because that could be really bad and really ugly. So I would like to turn it over to Miss Jensen with Terna.
Hi friends! For one last time, it's Jensen here, and today I'm joined with Miss Terna. And just like everyone else, I'm going to talk about cooperation and leadership, but just with a bigger sized animal from a goat. So the first thing is you may or may not know, horses stay in herds. And as Michelle was talking about, there's usually a leader. So we usually have a stallion. If they were out in the wild, their herd would consist of a lead stallion who would protect and make sure his herd is taken care of, along with the head mare and their whole entire group of babies. So it's really interesting that they have what's called, they want a willingness to have a leader. So they cooperate together to make sure all the babies are fed, that they're safe, and they're protected from anything else. And then also, in a human type of way, they look for a leader. So when they don't have that stallion, they look to us to be their leader and to figure out what we would like them to do. So the horses are the perfect example of cooperation. As I was reading an article, and they used a really good term called willing cooperation, which I really like, because these horses are willing to do anything to cooperate with us, and that's how we communicate with them. And it's also really nice to be a leader for them. They get kind of confused if it's not clear what we want from them. So we have to be a leader for them if they don't have their own herd leader. And we have to teach them to be willing cooperators with us. So with that being said, I think we have another guest
to talk about.
But first, if you remember, I was sitting by the Olympic rings when we started and super busy reading about all of the great events. Well, because we have such a great team here at SunnySide, I would like to present some medals. Let's see, what do I have? Well, I have this great medal from Miss Chris. She happens to be our signing specialist. I will hand it over to her, put it over her head. You see me up close and personal. Bye. Okay, who's next? Let's see. Our friend Michelle, who's a goat guru. Can you step up here, please, miss? Thank you for being part of the SunnySide team. You win a gold medal for your participation. Thank you. Miss Jensen. Our stallion stalker. She had a little incident with a stallion earlier this summer. Thank you for being part of Team SunnySide. Your efforts are greatly appreciated. Now, on to our leaders in learning. Miss Ivy, our roost ruler. Thank you for being part of Team SunnySide. We appreciate all of your efforts. You may stay here with us because we have a lovely thing happening next. Miss Sahara, please step up. Our bunny bouncer. Thank you for being part of Team SunnySide. Your efforts are greatly appreciated. Shelby, our dancing dynamo. She helped us with our extravaganza and was a great choreographer. Thank you for being a part of Team SunnySide. We appreciate your efforts. Thank you. And last but not least is Mr. Denny Ernest, who has joined us for many events this summer and helped us musically. He's here to share a song. I would like to present him with a medal as well. Thank you, Denny, for being part of Team SunnySide. We appreciate all of your efforts. And I will film while Chris joins the group. Everybody step in. Stay close, maybe get behind him. Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. Sneak in there. Okay.
Keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It'll help us every day. It will brighten all the way. Keep on the sunny side of life. So keep on the sunny side, always on the sunny side. Keep on the sunny side of life. It'll help us